Guys, welcome back, and today we're going to bring you a much higher production quality. I'm trying something new here, so bear with me, but we are going to go through this entire haircut and we're going to make it happen. And I'm going to show you guys every step, and we are actually connected to a streaming software, so I'm able to production quality. I'm monitoring the chat and everything here, so hopefully this works the way it has been, and we continue to get all of the momentum we've had. We've been doing over 40,000 views every live, so that kind of encouraged me to, want to up the quality of what we're doing here. So, to start out with today, I'm literally going to just open this right up out of the box. This is the Rogue clipper from Stylecraft. A lot of you guys have asked me, yo, I'm brand new, I don't know exactly what I should get, yada yada. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, you can get this for under $100. And it's about as good as you're going to get here. So, with that being said, I'm just going to take a quick look at it. It looks like it's pretty much ready to go. It's got a little bit of oil on it. We'll wipe it off, but other than that, it's good to go. So, before we get started, let me just check my stream settings real quick. Make sure everything's cool. Public, everything's good. All right, we're in good shape, guys. So the next thing we're going to do here, I'm not even sure if this is charged or nothing. I literally just opened this up out of the box. We're going to go ahead. We're going to grab these gloves. If you guys didn't know, Stylecraft makes some gloves here that are actually 2-ply. They're really nice, and they will not break nowhere near as easy as the other gloves will. And we're going to be doing a higher skin fade, right? Yep. So we'll be doing a higher skin fade here. And let me know if my audio's good. Let me know if the video, everything like that, is looking okay. Like I said, I'm looking for some feedback here. This is the first time ever trying to do it this way. Normally, I would just go live with my cell phone. And, it seems like it would work out really good that way most of the time. What is going on here? It's weird because it went live horizontally. Mm-hmm. So I hope that doesn't turn into a problem because I can't tell. Well, whatever. It'll be what it'll be, guys. We're going to do it just like this. So we're going to start by putting our guideline in, and I'm going to dip it down. I'm actually going to switch over to my Instinct trimmer for that just because it's got a little bit more power. And I'm going to try to kind of tip this out a little bit and put my first guideline in here. He likes his fade definitely a little bit on the higher side. We kind of messed around and did it low a few times, and then once we did it high, we both kind of agreed that it does look a little better higher for sure. So I'm not too worried about that hair down below there. Everything looks and sounds great. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, Wavy. Thank you for jumping in here. I got a feeling that YouTube is going to minimize the amount of people that view this stream just because I'm trying to up the quality. So if you guys could just hit that double tap the middle of your screen for a thumbs up. Is it coming up vertical or is it coming up kind of funny? Because I can't tell if it's like a, it just seems like a little bit weird from my end how it's looking. But I have a feeling the audio has probably got to be better than what it normally is because these are nice microphones, and I actually have a lavalier mic on. So we're going to curve the guideline just a little bit. Kind of do that to preserve some of the edge up in the front so we can get that to come up a little bit higher, and then I'm going to try to match it up here around the back. We'll go about right there. And if you listen closely, you can actually hear the motor speeding up. Listen. I got to push pretty hard to make that actually happen, but I know a lot of times I like to torture you guys and leave the hair long on the bottom and save that for the end, but I won't do that today. Today we'll just do it more of a normal process here. I have not charged this machine in quite some time, and it is definitely blinking. So we'll see if it lets me at least finish the removal of the bulk. Doesn't matter. We got about 100 more machines here, so we'll make it happen either way. Everything's good. All right, cool. How many people are in the live? It's not showing me. I can't really tell if this is gonna work. This is how we'll do it more often, guys. But if YouTube doesn't allow for the viewers to come in, then I guess we'll go back to using the shitty cell phone. So I'm really kind of hoping that this works out better than that cell phone business did. So like right now, it's showing me I have like 10 concurrent viewers, which is awful compared to what we have been doing. I'm gonna refresh this. All right. "15 concurrent viewers." That's not close to what we have been used to here, but whatever. Like I said, I had a feeling YouTube was going to find a way to screw me. I knew it. I thought, my God, these lives are really taking off. I should bring the quality up, but like YouTube just wants the quality to be low, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's a setting I missed or whatever. I tried to send it in here vertical. Now I kind of regret it because I'd almost rather this be a horizontal live. It'd be a better viewing experience. But who cares? We're just going to focus on the details here, teach you guys how to do it. So yesterday I was using ChatGTP for something, and I just decided I'd ask ChatGTP, where's the best barber resource to learn how to become a barber online? It obviously mentioned Faded Culture, but I was like number 3. I'm like, yo, hold up. The AI ChatGTP bot knows that I'm doing this. I just thought that was kind of weird, and I just thought that out of the millions of other people that are doing this, the fact that my channel has been looked at, as a really good resource to learn. I know a lot of people have come up to me and told me that, but it's just kind of wild to me, like that we've been able to make enough noise on the internet that when an AI bot searches the internet, they say like, hey, this is a great place to go ahead and learn. All right, we'll follow up here. I actually got another little secret weapon, you guys, too. One that I haven't even dropped the short on. But if you notice here, there's actually an Echo Crunch blade on here. And it is the boosted. Not boosted. This is the shorty. I can't stop calling it the boosted, guys. But before we do that, we'll use our electric shaver. And we'll go underneath. And we'll start to remove all this bulk. I got one of the crappiest brushes imaginable because I don't want to leave the stream and walk back out there, but I forgot to bring my brush. So once we get closer to the top, we'll flip it over and start flicking up and out. I want this to get really close to the top because I want this to be a really distinct fade right here. Sometimes when you leave that, like when you try to blend that in and you leave a lot of hair underneath, it can make the blend look a little sloppy. I feel like this makes it look a little bit more complete. And what up, Neil? You know what's good about this live, man? Even though there's not a million people in here, everybody that is in here is like real subscribers, man. So I really appreciate you guys for jumping in here. And, we get a lot of, dude, last couple of rooms, we had a lot of people in them, but, dude, they were just, nasty. It was, to be honest, it wasn't even fun because I kept throwing people out, and, they were just saying, some of the craziest stuff, dude. Stuff that, if you said in my presence, you should be punched directly in the mouth. And it's not even that they were talking about me. They were talking about just the weirdest things, man. And I'm like, dude, what kind of time must you have on your hands? So it's nice to have the room with you guys who, I see Brandon Hamilton. He's been rocking with me for a while. Neil, he's been rocking with me. Wavy, he's been rocking with me. You guys have always supported for quite a while, and I haven't forgot about you. So You could see I actually have that other trimmer set back a little bit. Normally this this shaver would just quickly eat through the hair, but I left it a little bit longer. I'd hate to think what any other shaver would do right now if I if I pulled out like any other shaver right now. I'm sure it would struggle like crazy to get through it. But we got a pretty straight line going on here. It's not looking too bad. And we're going to keep on going to this side here, and then we'll move on to our next step. We're going to set a series of guidelines in here. Show you guys just the easiest possible way to get a nice looking high skin fade going. And are you guys able to see the difference with like quality? Just out of curiosity, like, can you tell that I'm not using a cell phone, or does it look any different than normal? Does it sound any different than normal? Usually just straight up using my cell phone with, you know, for audio and for everything else too. Just curious if there's any difference there. 26 people concurrent, so YouTube has definitely decided to shadow ban this live for whatever reason. But just out of curiosity, man, can you guys just tell me if at least you can tell that this is not a cell phone? That would be kind of cool to know. All right, so we will use the Rogue for a good portion of this, but we're also going to use that new Shorty. He said it looks close. He said, what is it really? He said it sounds good, but it looks close, like the detail looks close. Yeah, I know if I hung up this entire live right now and I just popped on my cell phone, there'd be like 400 people in here in a heartbeat. All right, so we're going to start. If you guys are new barbers, right, and you've never cut hair before, this is probably the easiest tool you'll ever use. So this right here is the Rogue, and it is a magnetic motor, which is really, really easy and forgiving to blend with. It comes with a fade blade, and I've literally done nothing other than pull it out of the box, and I'm going to show you guys how easy this is to cut hair with. It just has this really nice ergonomic feeling, and that's why they called this the Ergo. So the Ergo was what it was originally called, and then we wanted to make like a budget option. This is under $100, especially if you use my code. And you could use my code Eddie with Stylecraft to save 15%. And I think these go for like $106, but you use my code, you wind up for under $100. So under $100 for a quality tool like this is insane. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, whenever I'm struggling with a haircut, this is the tool I pick up. I go right for a Ergo or a Rogue. So I just can't even, tell you guys how much better of a tool this is than some of the ones that are out there for anybody who's new, anybody who's a student, anybody who's learning, or anybody who's struggling, or anybody who just needs something to polish their blends off towards the end of their haircut. It doesn't get much better than that. So we've set our guideline in there, and I'm curious to see what you guys think about the Shorty Clipper having the Echo Crunch blade. So let's see if it makes that. Let's see if it makes that noise that we're after here. Oh, you can hear that crunch. Yeah, that crunch is what's going to make removing this line very, very easy. I just wanted to hear it, y'all. I wanted to hear it. He said, I have to cut my brother-in-law's hair patch real easy. I use the taper blade, but I got to go easy because it will still patch. Can I use I can't use a vapor blade or a fade blade. I'm not sure why, bro, but I would say it's kind of hard for me to understand exactly what you're saying, but I agree with that other comment, man. You can try a little bit of clipper over comb, trimmer over comb to get that right. All right, next we will grab a guard here. I'm going to grab our number 1. I'm actually going to go back to my Rogues because I just know this is going to help me get this blend perfect. I'm going to open this 2 clicks, 1, 2, and we're going to set in our next guideline. These crunch pretty good too, guys. Trying to stay slightly against the grain here. I'm going to go back and close it all the way now and just go right in that little spot, just a little bit lower, keeping it on an angle. What should happen here is you should see a very faint weight line right here, and that's exactly what's happening. So we'll go to here, again back to the 2 clicks. Close it all the way now. See if we can wipe away that. That looks good. I mean, these are straight out of the box, guys. I haven't even touched these, charged these, or done anything. And they just feel really good. He said that camera is better than the cell phone. The autofocus on the camera is good. That's awesome, man. I haven't actually. Wavy said, have I tried this blade on the Instincts? And it never even occurred to me to try that. That is actually a pretty good idea. Maybe it would be great on there. I don't know. But I got to say, right here on these shorties, it felt pretty good. I'm going to probably use that to remove the bottom line. Because I could already tell, like, when I put that guideline in, that those were cutting closer than my Rogue was. So it just seems to me like that would be the best place to use them, just to remove that bottom line there. But before I do that, I want to finish the connection into the top. It's looking really good on this side. The other side still got some work to go before it's looking as good as that. I will actually just follow my process up. Prime Time, what up? I was actually thinking about you yesterday when I drove by the shop over there, man. I hope you're doing well, buddy. All right, so here we go, guys. We got this closed right now. I'm going to open it 2 clicks, 1, 2. And we're just going to go ahead and kind of try to feather this into the top now. It might require us to go to a number 2. It might not. We're just going to kind of flick up and out. And now we'll go ahead and start closing it down. My goal here is to just kind of try to get this situated into the top. I'm not really too worried about anything else in the haircut. Just trying to get this to blend into the top nicely. And that's it. So that's about all I could do with that step right there. I could actually switch over real quick. You got a mullet now? I got to see that. I'm going to go 2 clicks open. Hey, how you guys think? Who you guys think's winning the Super Bowl? What you guys think about the playoffs right now? The playoff picture. How's it looking for you? I can see a lot of things happening for the Bills, but one of the things I can see happening is the Bills lose first round, because that would be a very Bills-like thing to do. So I would be devastated if that happened, because it does feel like this is the year for Josh Allen, but I don't know, man. I don't know. The link for the clippers actually should be in the description, guys. If you guys go to the description, you'll actually see a Rogue. You should see a Rogue in the Stylecraft section there. And you guys can go ahead and add the code to it when you do it. And you should be good. It should work. They were preset. If they're not there when this live is over, I'll make sure I put them there. There we go. We got 100 people in the live. So, all right, maybe it is working. Maybe people we are finding our audience, guys. We got a much higher video production. A lot more work went into setting up this live. So if you double tap the center of your screen and show me that you like the video, rather than just going live with a cell phone, the garbage audio and the garbage video, I wanted to bring you guys a better experience. And pretty soon here we're gonna be sharing some of the platform here with some other really talented barbers, and I'm gonna be kind of going around and filming some other barbers, and then kind of podcasting with them. Like, we got a whole series of cool things coming up for us here in 2025, so pretty excited about that. All right, right here we got a little bit of a weight line, and I'm not loving the idea of taking a clipper into that. It kind of feels to me more like a scissor job, so we'll save that part for the scissors. He said, Eddie, do you have the Diamond Blade in comparison to the Echo Blade? I have it on the Rogue. They're really good. They're really good. And Stylecraft is selling the Echo Blades now. So you guys are good to go ahead and get those. Actually, let's switch over to the Echo Blade now. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start removing this bottom line. And while I do that, I want you guys to just take a look at the screen here. You guys will see we got booked in as one of the major sponsors here. And I just wanted to tell you guys something. I'm going to close this all the way. I'm going to push down on the top of the skin. And I'm going to start to remove this just using only the corner. And as I do this, I want to tell you guys about something that's about to happen here in February. In February, we're going to start paying off barber tuition for people in need. And the only reason we were able to do that was through the help of our sponsors. And it's really, so far, it's 2 sponsors, but I think there will be more that enter into the program here. But one is booked in, and you guys can head over to bookedin.com/Eddie, redeem your offer for 50% off your first 3 months. If you guys check that, you'll find a link down below. But they're an appointment scheduling app, and I've been using them for well before they ever sponsored me on YouTube. And the second one is Stylecraft. Anyhow, they both committed over $7,500 to the initiative. So in February, we're going to start paying off some tuitions. So as of right now, I think we got pretty close to a little bit over $14,000. So I'm kind of hoping that we could do at least 4, maybe 3 of those videos. And I'm kind of hoping that, you know, in the future we get more people to find ways to donate and, you know, kind of support this cause, because it seems like every other business has a way where they're able to be subsidized in somehow. And barbers, a lot of times they're not. Dude, they go to school at night. A lot of them got kids. A lot of them are single mothers that are trying to find another way for themselves. And that's what the last person we did this for was. And, you know, at the end of the day, there really isn't any resources for certain people. And these people are working hard. They're not just, you know, sitting home, like kind of hoping somebody else makes it happen for them. Like they're out here trying to make it. And that's why, like, you know, for me to even consider you for the scholarship, you'd have to be enrolled in barber school. So anyhow, that was what I just wanted to tell you guys about, because like a major supporter, the entire like process of me trying to do this, a major supporter was booked in Stylecraft. Like they were like so in my corner to get this done. And finally in February, we're getting it done, guys. So they sell the Echo Crunch blade. They do sell it, if you guys are wondering. And little by little, this little line at the very bottom is coming out quite easily. So what I'm basically doing here, I'm pushing down a little bit on the skin. I'm using the corner, and I'm kind of poking a little bit of a hole into that section that we initially used the trimmer with. Now this clipper with the Echo blade, I didn't really even zero gap. It's not even super tight, but it's definitely getting that line out. So then we're going to go literally 1 click at a time, and maybe I'll stop pushing the pressure down as much. And little by little, we'll get all these details right, and we'll just keep stepping our way up the clicks. That's why it's so nice having these click levers, because you can kind of really just stay organized. It makes it, whether you've been cutting hair for a long time or a little bit of time, like it just makes it easy to stay organized, I think. And there we go, guys. Little by little, it's starting to come out. Might have a little bit of residual here. We didn't even use our half guard yet, so we'll go back to our Rogue to finesse any other areas there. But for the most part, I'm just trying to get rid of the bottom line the best I can and blend it into where we left off with the open taper position there. Now, if you guys in the future, if you guys follow me and we do these lives, I'll show you guys a whole bunch of different things we have, some tools that we help teach with, and some different ways that you can approach things. Just trying to feed that clipper in there on different angles. And I'm not sure if you guys are able to hear the crunch. I'm going to keep quiet for a second so you guys can maybe hear it. But if I didn't know how to cut hair that well, this is what I'd be listening for. Like as soon as that noise stops happening, that's when I know it's time to change steps, potentially click my lever, maybe switch to a different guard. Like that sound can really guide you to get your haircut done, properly. And I'm sure some of you guys are probably looking at the wall behind me here, where we have like all these different tools that we've used throughout the year. This is really roughly about 1 year's worth of stuff that we used here, and we're going to continue doing reviews on everything in the whole industry. So again, just pick up where I left off, corner, flicking up and out, just using the corner. Might use this corner a little bit, if it makes sense. And it's fully closed, guys. Just fully closed. And I'm just cornering and getting this to blend in. We have a super exciting thing that actually starts tomorrow. Every educator for Gamma Stylecraft, we have a team that we have assembled that is going to go and try to take over the world this year as far as education. 20 of them are flying in literally today and tomorrow. And for the next 3 days, we're going to train them to do everything the way we need them to. And when you guys go and get a Stylecraft Gamma class, you guys are literally getting a curriculum that I developed personally along with my friend John Carlo. And if you guys don't know who John Carlo is, he was an educator for Wall for many years. And when they got a little bit too much for him, he left them and he came on board with us. And so we got a lot of value out of his contribution as well. And we're really going to bring the barber world a really cool curriculum. Most of our classes are hands-on, and we have a whole new approach to how we're doing education. So whether you've been in one of our classes before or you haven't, I'd really encourage you guys, if you see a Gamma Stylecraft class, sign up. We're going to do giveaways. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff. And even if you guys don't necessarily know who these educators are, just trust me that they're trained and that they are going to be blowing your mind with some of these techniques and things. They wouldn't be on our team if there was any doubt about that. Okay, so I would say that bottom line, I'm pretty satisfied with that for the time being. So right now we're going to switch back to our Rogue, and I actually have the half guard on here. These are double magnetic tight guards. So I got the half guard on here. I'm going to go 2 clicks to start with, and I'm going to see if I can start to blend out any of that little residual between my number 1. So you see we got a little bit of weight, here and there. And I'm not able to put up the triangle where I kind of show you guys this fade triangle that we use in our classes. But if you guys were able to see that, you would see that in essence, this actually leaves, if this is open in the open position, this actually leaves the hair longer than a number 1 would in the closed position. So when you know that, there's a lot of stuff that you can get away with a half guard, and starting with it halfway open makes a lot of sense because it's actually the only length that you're having trouble hitting. So if we go 2 clicks here, we're going to be able to hit that weird length that you're just not able to get to with the other 2 steps. I mean, that's about as smooth and effortless of a fade as you could really ask for when using this Rogue. It just makes things so easy. I mean, it's almost like I wish when I first started, I wish that I had the ability to do this so easy. I'm switching over to a 1 now, just cleaning up any areas that seem a little dark towards the top, but I'm really starting to kind of get to that detailing phase where I like what I'm seeing, and I really don't want to adjust it too much at this point. I just want to make my little kind of adjustments here and move on with my life. We will get to a point here where we're going to use some scissors and some different techniques. And he said our supply guy is fixed my Rebel last week. He's dropping them off later today. Yeah, dude, the Rebels are also a great, easy clipper to blend with. I would say between like the two just easiest clippers to blend with at a very fair price, the Rogue, and if you want just a little bit more power than what the Rogue gives you, the Rebel. And I think the Rebel, the speed that the Rebel runs at, for whatever reason, just really, really easy to cut hair with. It's not too fast. It doesn't remove too much bulk. It's just really easy to cut hair with. But when it comes to blending in troubled areas or difficult clients, get you a Rogue and see, get a Ergo. There's a reason why when you walk into just about every shop across the country, you see an Ergo. It's just one of the easiest tools that you'll ever use. Alrighty. We're zeroing in on this, guys. It's not going to be too much longer before we get this dialed in here. So we'll go back to that half guard. We're staying with the Rogue. Said I'm in Brazil. All right, dude. What's up, Jonathan Silva? All right, we're gonna go again. Same thing. 2 clicks, and we will start to work our way through this section. Kind of looks like I'm probably holding it flat, but I'm not. I'm kind of just digging. Like the feeling is I'm kind of just digging this right part of the blade in there, and then that's kind of like what's guiding me. Like I'm watching the right corner of this blade, and if it creates the solution that I'm looking for, or the left if I'm leading with the left, if it creates a good outcome, then I'll kind of hang the other side of the blade down too. So like first, it's kind of like a tester step. I test with the corner. If I like what I see and what's happening, then I can kind of press a little harder with the entire blade. If I don't like what I see, I will immediately press my lever down one and remove whatever the problem is. So it's just kind of like me bouncing back and forth between those when I have this guard on here, and it really just makes it simple. Says we have 83 people in here still. Is that true? I don't know. Can't tell. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy with how many people have jumped in the live and viewed the live. Like I said, we're trying to bring the quality up. I know that YouTube is really probably not with that, but we're just gonna see. This was just an experiment. So if you guys double tap the middle of your screen, that'll let me know that you liked it, that you appreciated all the extra work that went into this, and we can do that more. So just double tap the center of your screen, and that will like the video. Shut up, dude. So annoying. He's gotta find a way to video bomb. Just any little areas here and there that you didn't get with that Echo blade, just coming back and feeling it out with the fade blade. We got a guy that's got Tourette's out there, so. I think we're almost ready to pull out our trimmers and just finesse that last little bottom piece, but just a tiny bit more bouncing around I want to do here. This is just a detailing process here. So what's your biggest struggle when it comes to doing these types of haircuts? Like, what is the thing that really hangs you up? I'll share mine too. It's like when I get to this part in the haircut, a lot of times I start to kind of rush a little bit because I can kind of see the end is in sight. So something I kind of got to tell myself is to just slow down a little bit and make sure that you're taking your time and you're not making more work for yourself. Because like one wrong move here could turn into a whole lot more work before I get it dialed up to the point where I'd be like satisfied to let the client leave. And I think it's like that in any business. If you're a trim carpenter, if you're if you're a food cook, if you're any like you see the end coming and you kind of start rushing and you could mess everything up. So I think it's important for me to just remind myself, slow it down a little bit. Like when I get to this point in the haircut where everything is starting to come together really nicely, I like the way the fade's transitioning. Like the last thing I want to do now is like flick up into a section and mess everything up. So that's kind of me. Like what about for you guys? Where's the trouble area for you guys? Where do you struggle? Said the bottom line. He said, do the work good, then teacher, your finishing is not good in the backside. Thank you. Appreciate you. You know, as an expert YouTube watcher, I'm sure I will take your advice. So anyhow, yeah, we're just jumping back and forth between these two blades, and we're getting this detailed all in nicely. I really like the way that bottom line has come out now. Because like this is the machine that's cutting a little bit closer because of the Echo Crunch blade. So with that, I was able to kind of use those two between the trimmer and this. I was able to use both of those to just perfect this. And this is going to be one that like I'm going to really like when I'll go back, I look at the picture, I'll be proud of it. And that's what you want to be, man. Like when you're done with a haircut, you want to like run into this guy later or something and be like, damn, dude, that's a fresh cut. Like I did my thing on that one. That's what you want to feel. That's what I want to feel, because I don't cut hair for money anymore. I cut hair because I want to cut hair. You know, like to be perfectly frank with you guys, I could go the rest of my life if I didn't want to cut hair anymore. I could just do YouTube videos and that would be it. But right now, I'm cutting hair because I want to cut hair. I want to do work that's, you know, perfect. I want to be happy with what I see. That's feeling good, guys. Now we're coming together real nice here. It's kind of funny too, like when you put this on the other, when you put the same blade on a different clipper, I should say the same guard on a different clipper with a different blade, whole different outcome when you run these. I really think that the Shorty and the Rogue has really kind of complemented each other quite nicely here. Now we're talking. I bought a new four-wheeler last night.
You did?
Yep.
There you go. What'd you get?
I bought a brand new Can-Am.
Oh,
I did it, dude. I'm so happy, dude. I mean, I got the Can-Am 700, and this thing is bad, dude.
Outlander, right?
Yep.
Oh,
The Audi 700 is
reliable.
it's so cool, dude. Like when they redesigned it in 2023, they made it a single cylinder, and everything is super easy to work on, really easy to get to. Even the spark plug location, like everything that when I went to look at this bike, everything that I thought they weren't. Like they were way more accessible, way better built than I had expected.
Intentionally designed to be.
Yeah, they were exactly like they were designed with, you know, with that in mind. And it was actually supposed to come in 2 days ago, but they had a little sensor issue when they put it together out of the crate. They didn't even have it in the showroom yet.
Where'd you get it at?
I got it from Sun Sports, dude. This dude Tim, like I gotta say too, like if anybody's buying a four-wheeler, anybody's listening buying a four-wheeler, Tim, my salesman, he was awesome, dude. Like I called so many dealerships, and you know how car salesmen are? Well, ATV salesmen are about the same, really, for the most part. I call one of them locally. I'm not gonna bag on him locally, but this dude, he goes, well, we're not a charity outfit. I go, I'm just asking you what you charge, dude. I'm not over here trying to. But this dude sent me a complete no-nonsense, like the best offer I had out of 25 dealerships, and he sent it to me in writing.
There you go. Send it some sports.
Yeah, dude, Tim is, and he told me, he goes, if I got to gas up my truck and drive it down to you myself, I will, and it's an hour drive.
That's the guy.
So somebody's asking, why do I wear rubber gloves? I wear gloves because I get hair splinters really bad. Even with the damn gloves on, I still get them, but it's a lot better when I have gloves on. Otherwise, I would literally pick splinters out of my hand for hours at the end of every day. So that's what started it. And then I got so used to it. It's actually coming quite in handy quite a bit. Like if you get gel on your hands, or you got a little extra layer of protection, especially with these. These are double layered. So if you got to double bag it, you know what I'm saying? But like if you cut yourself with the shears, like a lot of times you're just cutting the glove, so that really saves your hands a lot. And then I gotta say, like, living in Naples, Florida, I really don't come in contact with too many like really dirty people. But dude, when I lived in Buffalo, you'd have crackheads walking in and all kind of nastiness, and you'd want to cut their hair. It's just I didn't want to touch them. So putting some gloves on, felt like it made a lot of sense there. So every once in a great while too, you'll have a client walk in that's not really that clean, and you could just deal with it because you got gloves on. So personally, it doesn't bother me too much. Probably the worst experience I ever had, like the thing that actually did bother me, was a dude had like legitimate psoriasis, and it was so gross, and I felt bad for him too. Like I know I'm not I knew it was a hard ordeal for him to get a haircut. He was not dirty. He was not trying to do me no wrong. He just literally needed a haircut, and his condition on his scalp was so bad that it was literally making me gag. I'll never forget it, dude. And I only did him one time. That was back in Buffalo. That was probably in 2003 or something when I was working at Supercuts. But yeah, it's coming together. What you guys think, man? Double tap that thumbs up. We got 100 people up in the room. I don't know how many likes we got in this live here. Only 31. Ew. So just double tap that screen to like the video, or back out like the video, because YouTube probably is thinking this is not a vertical video, is my guess. But if you guys back out, tap that thumbs up, be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you guys think of the cut so far. I feel like it's coming together pretty good here. We're going to cut the top, do a little shear over comb, and he's done. So we're just about done with the, all the hard parts are done. Everything left is just little routine stuff that's easy to do. And I will show you how to do it. So we'll grab I like a skinnier comb for this right now. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to wet his hair down. How much you want to cut off the top, bro?
A little bit.
You kind of pushing it over to the side a little bit?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
If I cut it too much, then it starts to get too thin. So.
I know. We gotta preserve the.
Yeah.
We gotta preserve the thickness of the forest. All right, you guys. So I combed that all down to expose any potential, weight lines, which there's gonna be some here no matter what I do. But in this case, I wanted to see that so that I could go back with some shear over comb, and I can start to minimize it. So you see how easy that is with some shear over comb. We'll go in there, and look how quickly I was able to blend that out. Well, now when I comb it down, I'm not seeing any of that. I'm combing it down. And there you go. I mean, how easy is that, guys? When you wait, oh, I didn't realize I was standing right in front. All right, I'm going to show you guys. I'll show you guys another angle of it. So we'll go to this side. Now this side pushes over that way, so you don't really have to do this as much. But I'll show you guys just so you can see once again here. So he said I try to work with gloves because I got some hair splinters in my fingers. You just can't give yourself some time and you'll get used to it. I wouldn't even want to touch a pair of clippers without gloves on anymore. It just got to the point. Thank you, Kenny. All right, so here we are. We got that weight line right there. And we'll go ahead, we'll lift, and we're going to start cutting. I'm not really standing or working in my normal posture here. I'm trying to kind of show you guys this without getting too much in the way. So if I look a little funny or if this looks a little unsteady, it's because it is. But just a little bit there. Man, can you stop, bro? All right, so this gets combed this way anyway, so this doesn't really matter. But as you can see, it really reduced any of the weight there. Really reduced, I would say actually all of the weight there. So now what we'll do, like Sonny's in the front listening to the live, and I think he's kind of like getting off on the fact that he can hear himself. So I'm not sure, like, you know, we're gonna just cut the top just a little bit. We don't want to remove too much weight up here. Yo, Kenny, can you bring me that color? So I put the guideline in, the Mohawk guideline. We'll put them straight real quick. So adjust my camera. Bah, bah, bah. Thank you so much, bro, for letting me do this live, man. You guys all need to thank the client, too, for letting them, you know, for sitting here and, you know, dealing with all this. And, you know, putting up with me doing this live because, you know, it takes a lot longer to get the haircut. He's in the bright light. But my man came in at 8 a.m. and had no idea. He came in at 8 a.m., was sleeping his eyes. He's like, yo, this dude is like on cloud 9 already. Like, he's ready to go. Thanks, bro. Yeah, dude. Come on with it. Give me the black K98. Darkness, everybody. Yeah, give me that. Matter of fact, yeah, just give me this one. Perfect. All right, my man. Kenny brought in the Kiss Express. We will use this here just a second. But we're going to finish cutting the top here. So, yeah, like I said, man, my man came in at 8 a.m., sleeping his eyes. He had no clue what was about to go down here. Yo, can you please stop, bro? Like, you're fucking the live up for everybody. Stop, seriously. Enough, dude. I mean, dude, it's what you do it once, you do it twice, like literally like 15 times, dude. Please.
Sorry.
Thank you. Love you too. See, I promised I wouldn't go back to the old me, 2020. That was 2024 Ed. 2024 Ed would always, you know, get in battles with people in the comments that everybody taking a swipe at him, take a swipe back type of thing. But, nah, man, I'm not really going to get into that this year, you guys. I think it goes better this way, huh?
Yep.
Try combing it both ways, see what it was doing. So now that I got it combed up the way I want it, well, I bet the people love it. I bet the people love somebody, like, I mean, just click thumbs down for Sonny. If you thumbs up the video, just take it off because Sonny's ruining it. Or if you actually like Sonny, if you thought it was funny, just, I guess, double tap that screen.
Comedian.
All right. We got him pretty good. So our next couple of things we're going to do, he's not getting his beard done today, but I will blend it in real quick for him. We'll blend that in real quick. All I do there is I start with it in the open position. And then start closing it towards the top. You can start opening it, open it, all the way back down. And, you know, we just want to blend it in so it isn't like so harsh of a line there. So I will quickly do that. And then we're going to line them with the razor just in two little spots, really, because it's a higher fade, so it's not really going to matter, like, you know, the rest of the edge up is, there's nothing really to edge up. So what we will do is use our sabers. These are set pretty sharp. And we're just going to clean up any of the like long ones that are sticking out a little bit here. And here. Just any little ones that ain't really going with the flow. They're going down. We'll do the same thing on this side, which it's hardly nothing, so it's not even worth turning him. So, all right. Next, we're going to grab our Ghost razors. These are the best razors in the business, for real. You guys can only get these from Fort Worth Barber Supply. And if you guys use my code there, Eddie, you guys will save 10%. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean this just a little bit here. We'll come up underneath. And just a little bit. And we will come over to this side and do the same thing. And then we're going to apply the color. Just a tiny bit of color to kind of strengthen up these corners here. I think that looks really good. It lasts a couple of days. And it just makes his hair look like a little bit fuller. So, and then I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer look. You guys can check it all out, all right? Get you in for a closer look. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of this right here. We're going to pour it on some kind of surface. I'm going to use this here. Pour it a little bit. You really don't need much. Like for what we're about to do, I'm talking about a tiny, tiny bit just like that there. You see that? And then we're going to just take this. Any chance we could ease up on the profanity out there? All right, so I got a little bit on the brush, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to just tap his line and push it in with the brush. Yeah, it's just been constant back here, bro. Could be kids watching this. Plus, I'm running ads right now, too, so. This is actually the first monetized live I think we've ever done. So, like, it won't be banned in every single country if we do it this way. Like, more people can pop into the room. More people can, like, people who are actually interested in barbering, I think were in this room today, and it just kind of made it a lot more enjoyable. Maybe we didn't get the 40,000 people that we normally do, but this was, to be honest, this was a great room full of people that seemed like they were here to kind of learn and just, you know, be cool. So I put that little bit there. Pull it down. Sonny's going on about how people love him. Sonny's going to Hollywood. All right, so I'm going to follow up real quick with the razor. And then we're going to do our final little details, which ain't much. We got a handful of little touch-ups here, but we're just going to do these two real quick. Just touch these two little corners. And we actually got a little bit of hair, I think, right around the ears. And now, I actually have a Rogue somewhere that has a taper blade on it. I thought I brought it back here, but maybe I did not. So, in that case, I'm just going to go back to the regular Rogue, I guess. And we'll just try to clean up any little, like right now, this is just like tiny, tiny stuff here. I want to hear it cut just a little bit. That side looks so good, I'm not even going to try to mess with that too much. I like the way the back is. If you push this too high, you're going to wind up making them look bald. Right here, tiny, tiny bit of weight, probably a half guard. I could clean that up a little bit. And we are still in screen here, so that's cool. This is where you got to really be careful, guys. We're like so close to finishing, and that's why like the only tool I'd really want to have in my hand at this point, and that goes for every tool in the Stylecraft Gamma lineup, every tool in the whole industry. Like when I get to this point in any haircut, I guarantee you, if you came in here and you looked through the windows, I'm gonna have a Rebel. I'm gonna have either a Rebel or I'm gonna have this Rogue, probably most likely. But I'm going to have something that moves a little bit slower, takes a little bit less off each pass, and doesn't punish me so much. It's just a lot more forgiving. And I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer look here. In just a second, we're going to try something. Hopefully it don't mess up the live, but I'm going to try to grab my cell phone and see if that works. And get you guys a little bit of a closer look at the haircut itself. Because guess what, guys? It's done. And why am I doing the haircut right there? It's temporary, the hair color. The hair color is temporary, but it's just strengthens up his vertical bars a little bit, makes his hair look a little bit fuller. So let me get the light real quick, and I'm going to switch to a cell phone and show you guys a closer look.
This is live?
What is that? Oh, those are trash. I couldn't even get them.
They don't fit right.
No, I couldn't get them out. All right. Uh-oh. Our light is dead, guys. I don't know if it'll turn on if I plug it in. Let's see. I rely on this light a lot, y'all. This is a nice little easy light that actually really just looks super soft. It looks pretty good. And I'm going to see if we can switch to let me see here. Video capture device. Add existing. Oh, never mind. Anyhow, we'll just do it this way. All right, y'all. So let's see here. That's the haircut right there, you guys. Matter of fact, let me turn this down a little bit. Let me stop you down a little bit here. That way you can kind of see it. All right, there we go. That was really good, guys. Let's check it out. Showed you guys every single step, every single thing that we were doing. And I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here. And if you guys like content like this, if you guys enjoy what we've been doing here, obviously we've been trying to bring the quality of these lives up and through the roof. And, you know, whether YouTube likes it or not, we want to keep doing it. We got really good quality microphones, really good quality cameras, and we want to do more of this stuff. So if you guys can do me a favor, just tap that thumbs up on your way out. If you want to support the channel any further, obviously if you guys use my affiliate links or work with any of my sponsors, it is so much appreciated. I can't even tell you guys. So we're trying to drive a good mission forward here. We're trying to pay out barber tuition for people in need, and we got a lot of grandiose things that we're going to need your help with. So at the very least, smash the thumbs up, and also, you know, working with our sponsors and anything like that can really help drive that needle forward. So really appreciate you guys, the confidence, and that's about it, you guys. I'm gonna throw a little bit of aftershave on my guy, and he's gonna be good to go. What time do I got here? I got a meeting that I literally got to jump directly into, so I'm gonna let you guys go. So for now, this is the YouTube Barber Academy, over 900 videos to help you learn, and I will catch you guys in